Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, this is your captain speaking. I'd like to welcome you on board our flight today from Quebec City International Airport, Charlie Yankee Quebec Bravo, to Mont-Joli Regional, Charlie Yankee Yankee Yankee, aboard this Chrono Aviation Beech 1900 Delta by Carenado. Today's flight time is just about 45 minutes of airtime and about an hour gate to gate. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight. Okay, we're inside the cockpit. Door is closed. We have the ground power connected. And we'll ask the first officer for a B4 start checklist.
Alright, B4 start checklist. Parking brake.
Is set.
Circuit breakers.
Checked.
Engine anti-ice.
On.
Oxygen.
On.
Gear.
Is down 3 green.
Beacon.
Is on.
Battery voltage.
Check 29 volts.
Annunciator lights.
Tested.
Power levers.
Idle.
Prop levers.
Taxi.
Condition levers.
Cut off.
Aileron trim.
0.
Rudder trim.
0.
EFIS power switches.
Off.
Rudder boost.
On.
Elevator trim.
On.
Bleed air valves.
Off.
Blowers.
Auto.
Environmental control.
Off.
Overspeed stall warning.
Tested.
Fire test.
Left is good. Fire test is complete.
Before start checklist complete.
Okay. Now we'll go ahead and start the engines here. We're going to go start number 2 first. So we're going to go check the prop area is clear. And we're going to go ahead and crank engine number 2. We're looking for 12% on the NG here. We're going to introduce fuel to low idle. There's 12%. Bring it to low idle. Monitor the ITT. We have a limit of 1,000 on the start. Looking good so far. Engine's coming up to speed. And we have the number 2 engine stabilized. And we are clear on the number 1 engine. And we'll crank. There's 12%, low idle. And we have 2 good starts. Go ahead and turn on the generators. Open the bus tie. We see both lights open here. Back to normal. And guard this, and we can go ahead and turn off the external power. Okay, we'll ask the officer here for a before taxi checklist.
Alright, before taxi checklist. Panel lights.
Are as required.
Exterior lights.
As required.
Cabin lights.
Are as required.
Cabin signs.
Turn on fasten seatbelt.
Left and right AC bus.
On.
Avionics.
On.
Standby instrument power.
On.
EFIS power switches.
On.
Fuel aux pumps.
On.
Pressurization.
We're going to be cruising at 15,000 feet today, so we'll set the pressurization 15,000 plus 1,000, so we'll set 16,000 on the pressurization panel. Just about there, and we'll set the pressurization rate just about there. Pressurization is set.
Bleed air valves.
Open.
Environmental mode control.
On auto.
Instruments.
We took the ATIS before starting. We have 3005 set on the altimeters, and that's set and cross-checked on both sides. We have our transponder at standby. 1256 is our assigned code today. We have all our frequencies set up as well. So instruments are checked.
GPS, navcom, transponder.
Again, like I said, is already set. Our flight plan today, we'll just cover that quickly. It's direct floor point en route, and then we're going direct to Mont-Joli, expecting the RNAV runway 24 via LATEC. And just to show you guys here on the map, we're departing from Quebec over here. We're expecting a 2-4 departure, so probably the Quebec 6 off 2-4. And we'll be turning Fleur en route. And after that, we'll be going direct. Zoom that back in. Past Rivière-du-Loup to Mont-Joli, which is just up here. And the 2-4 should bring us slightly over the river and back in via the northeast. So that's our planned flight for today. It's very simple. So we'll get that started here in just a short moment.
Autopilot.
We can depart. We'll have heading mode for the departure, which is 241 here on the Quebec 6. For runway 24, heading mode, we'll have our altitude. It's up to 3,000 feet. We'll brief that in just a sec. And we'll go vertical speed just so we can get our command bars to indicate a about 10-degree nose up on the departure. And I know it's just about 2,400 feet here, our initial climb, so we'll have that set. Alright, autopilot is set.
Stall warning heat.
On.
Takeoff briefing.
Alright, takeoff briefing. We are in the Chrono Aviation parking lot here. We're going to be taxiing out to 24, that's the active runway, so we'll be going out on ramp 3, following the edge of ramp 2, all the way around to ramp 1. It's going to be slight left onto Delta, left onto Echo, and holding short of 24 on Echo is what we're expecting. And then for the Quebec 6 departure off runway 24, it's going to be runway heading, which is 241, up to non-jet aircraft. Thus is 3,000 feet. So runway heading up to 3,000 feet. And then it's going to be a left turn en route to Fleur. Any questions?
No questions.
All right.
Flight controls.
Full left, full right, full left, full forward, full left rudder, full right rudder. Flight controls are free and correct.
Alright, flaps.
We'll take flaps 1, please.
Alright, flaps 1 set. Trims.
Are set for takeoff. We're in the middle of the green band.
And brakes.
Will be released and checked here in just a second as we get going.
Alright, before taxi checklist complete.
Alright. Alright, here we are holding short of 2-4 on Echo. We'll take a holding short checklist, please.
Alright, holding short, prop levers,
Full forward,
mixtures,
high idle.
flaps,
Are set for takeoff.
trims,
Set for takeoff.
anti-ice,
Anti-ice is as required.
auto feather, auto ignition,
Armed.
bleed air,
On.
blowers,
Auto.
ECS,
Auto
annunciator panel,
is considered.
V-speeds,
We have V1 113, VR 116, and V2 of 121 set.
and set on my side, and interior and exterior lights.
Are as required for the moment.
Alright, holding short checklist complete.
Go ahead and line up here. We are clear on the right and clear on the left. Turn on the landing lights. Strobe light coming on. And transponder to altitude. And we're all set.
Approaching 2-4. On runway 24.
Here we go. Torque adjusted, props are on 1700. Airspeed's alive.
There's 80 knots.
Check.
V1, rotate. Positive rate.
You're up.
It's 400 feet.
Flops up. After takeoff checklist, please.
After takeoff, gear,
Up,
flaps,
up,
lights,
off,
yaw damper,
is on,
prop levers,
props back to 1550. Alright, there's 3,000 feet captured. Props are set for climb.
auto feather,
Off,
ECS,
auto,
bleeds,
On.
Blowers.
Auto.
Prop sync.
On.
Windshield anti-ice.
Normal.
And auto ignition.
Off.
After takeoff, checklist complete.
Alright, after takeoff is complete, we're going to go ahead and climb ourselves up to 15,000 and we'll turn left direct flare here. And there's 15,000 feet captured, leveling off. Leveled off at 15,000. We'll take the cruise checklist, please.
Okay, cruise checklist. Cruise power.
Is set just under 3,500 pounds of torque.
And anti-ice.
Is as required.
Cruise checklist complete.
Alright, we're just about over Rivière du Loup here, so we're going to start planning the descent here. We got our VNAV profile set up 1,200 feet per minute, so we should be going down in, I think it's about 8 minutes. We'll go ahead and do the approach briefing here. We are planning the 2-4, the RNAV into 2-4 via LETEC here. We have the airport frequency set 122.1 set standby for now. The final approach course is 237. Our decision height here is 250. We got that set on the radio minimums. The minimum sector altitude 360 degrees of the runway 24 threshold is 4,300 feet. We're planning to go LETEC here, and then it's going to be direct Oksada after that. We're planning Oksada at 1,800 feet, and from there it's going to be Olato, which is the final approach fix, and then runway 24. In the case of missed approach, it's going to be runway heading up to 4,300 feet, straight to no talks and hold. Any questions?
No questions.
Alright, and once we're on the ground, we're going to keep taxiing. We're going to turn left onto 15 Alpha Bravo, and then we're going to park in front of the terminal. Any
Sounds
questions
good.
on that?
No questions.
Okay. We're just about to start the descent here, so we'll take a descent checklist.
Okay, descent checklist. ATIS.
Is noted.
Altimeters.
3005 on the left and on the right.
Red out.
Is set 250 feet minimums.
Anti-ice.
As required.
Cabin signs.
On.
And approach briefing.
Is complete.
Descent checklist complete.
Glide path is half a dot above. We'll take gear down.
Speeds check. Gear down.
And that's because of the auto feather. We'll get that sorted. I'll take a before landing checklist, please.
Okay, before landing checklist. Gear.
Is down 3 green.
Flaps.
We'll hold off on flaps 2.
Alright, lights.
On taxi light can't come on. Lights are on.
Auto feather.
Armed.
Auto ignition.
Armed.
Yaw damper.
We'll stay on for the moment.
And prop levers.
Full forward.
Alright, before landing checklist complete.
Alright. We'll take full flaps, please.
Okay, speeds check. Full flaps.
We'll set our missed approach altitude 4,300 feet. Target speed is 107 knots here. Fast. And we'll go ahead and disconnect the autopilot.
Approaching 2-4.
Check.
Minimums.
Continue.
Five 5,000 feet remaining.
Still reversers.
3,000 remaining.
And here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Mont-Joli.
Approaching 1-5.
And we'll go ahead and left turn here onto runway 15. Take the after landing checklist, please.
Okay.
Props back to
After landing
runway
checklist,
15.
prop levers,
R and taxi.
auto ignitions,
Off.
auto feather,
Off.
Lights.
As required.
Anti-ice.
Is as required.
Flaps.
Are up.
And transponder.
Is on standby.
After landing, checklist complete.
Alright, thank you. Alright, here we are, we're just turning on to Bravo. Usually we'd park in front of the terminal just with the left side facing the front, but I guess we'll pull into just the spot next to this guy since he decided to take up all the space in front of the terminal here. Alright, here we're all. Shutdown checklist, please.
Okay, shutdown checklist, park and brake.
Is set.
Prop levers.
Feathered.
Condition levers.
Cut off.
EFIS power switches.
Off.
Avionics master.
Off.
Left and right AC buses.
Off.
Blowers.
Auto.
ECS.
Off.
Fuel aux pumps.
Off.
Lights.
Coming off. And nav lights come off as well.
And battery and generators.
Off. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Mont-Joli. Hope you've enjoyed the flight, and we'll catch you on the next one. See ya.